If you watched the last episode of Corey Holcomb's podcast, then it's pretty obvious to anyone watching, it's officially over for Corey Holcomb, man. It's done. But the worst part about it all, man, is how hard Corey Holcomb is trying to avoid the inevitable. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is going to be every day on Kalshi. I check the weather app when I wake up. And really all I do is I look at what the highest temperature is going to be for the day. Then I go on Kalshi and place a prediction on what I think the highest temperature is going to be for the day. I'll say probably 7 out of 10 times my weather prediction hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit. But if you want to get paid by predicting weather on a daily basis, you can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code FLACO to get $10 on your first deposit. First order of business here, people. Corey Holcomb numbers is as bad as it's ever been. It's been about 2 or 3 days. He still hasn't hit 100,000 yet. This is unprecedented. If I would have told you about a month ago, Corey Holcomb will be struggling to hit 100,000, you would say I'm tripping. Corey Holcomb has gone from 300,000, 200,000, 200,000 to slowly and gradually falling off, staying around the 150, 140 range. Now it's at 87,000. And understand, after the show, the numbers don't increase by that much, okay? I believe when this episode was done, right, after about the first, 12 hours, it was, like over 100,000. After the first day, about 120, 130. It don't really increase by that much for a live stream, especially for Corey Holcomb, right? Because most of the stuff is like age restricted. So for this, only at 87,000, this is as bad as, this is probably worse than I ever expect. I didn't expect for Corey Holcomb to fall off this fast. And it's even more sad because it's not like he came and did the show and he milled it in. No, he worked hard for this 87,000. Oh, Corey worked hard for that 87,000. He tried everything in his power to hit 100,000, but the people are just sick and tired of the show. Corey spent the first 20 minutes of this episode with what I can only describe as absolutely embarrassing himself and taking himself through a humiliation ritual. I don't know if Corey Holcomb is sacrificing, the last shred of respect he has left to revive this podcast. Maybe that's the sacrifice, right? Instead of selling your soul, you sell your self-respect. Bro was dancing and singing in what I can only describe as, alligator vest with no shirt underneath, with arms that looks like cadaver arms. It don't even look like his arms belongs to him. Those look like Ozempic arms. Now, I can't confirm Corey Holcomb is on Ozempic. Right, that's just my opinion. All right, this is not factual, but look at his arms. It looks weird. Now, this almost 60-year-old man is singing about a girl giving him fellatio, and I'm like, you're 60. Grow up. Use your mouth for sucking, man. Not so much for talking. This man has completely lost it. He's lost his confidence. He doesn't even know what to do anymore with this show and himself, right? Because nobody wants to hear Corey Holcomb give any life advice. After we've seen the last month of your life, we don't want you to help us out with our life, bro. So now he has resorted to being a full-out clown, a full-out locale for the internet. And it's sad to watch, man. Yo, he's just trying, he's throwing anything at the wall, hoping something stick, but nothing is sticking. Yo, at some point during this podcast, Corey Holcomb brought on a random comedian to tell jokes. I guess because nobody wants to hear him tell jokes. So let's bring on somebody who could give the fans what they want. And I'm just like, what are we doing here? The first 20 minutes is you dancing and singing. Then at some point, you just cut off to a random comedian telling jokes. Shout out to the brother, but why are you doing this to your podcast? Right? None of his original co-hosts is there. It's randoms now on the show. No cohesiveness. It was just absolutely absurd.
Freaky for me. I said, what? She said, talk to me like Forrest Gump while we're... I said, what? Then I thought about it. I was like, Janae, you're right.
Shout out to the brother who got the opportunity, man. I wish you well on your comedy career. But Corey, you need to be imprisoned for putting your audience through this nonsense you put them through. This show, and I'm being honest here, this is not hyperbole. This is literally the worst podcast episode I've ever watched. I've never seen a greater train wreck. Like, we've seen other like podcast episodes from Corey that was a train wreck, but at least it was a train wreck we watched on camera where it was drama, is him talking about the nonsense. This time, it was just bad. It was nothing even redeeming about this episode. Now, the worst part about this episode isn't the singing or the alligator vest or the random comedians or the fact that Darlene and Craig wasn't out there. No, the worst part about this are the things that came out of Corey Holcomb's mouth. At some point during this podcast, Corey Holcomb decided he was going to voluntarily expose himself. He was going to confess the things that no man should ever confess to out loud. And what's comically absurd about his confessions, much of the things he confessed to are allegations that he put on other people. So now we know, like when Corey Holcomb called somebody backdooria, well, that was a projection, okay? Because ain't nothing more backdooria than confessing that you are a groupie for another man. All right, that's the first thing he confessed. He just outright stated he's a groupie for a man.
But I saw the brother Jamie Foxx.
Hey.
And from what I understand, I
Jamie.
said some stuff about Jamie Foxx before. Now, this is what happens in comedy. Let me tell y'all who's younger than me. If you ever say anything about somebody, the bad stuff is going to stick. The good stuff is going to go away. I think I played with Jamie Foxx, like I be joking about backdooria stuff and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, I've always thought Jamie Foxx was a great actor.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Singer.
Whew, yes, sir.
Comedian, entertainer. Like, I'm a fan. I'm a groupie around Jamie Foxx.
You know what's worse than admitting you are a groupie for another man? Is admitting you are a groupie for a man who you came on your show and alluded to being a homosexual. Let's just ignore the fact that first that I keep the same energy in person persona, it's over with. You don't keep the same energy, bro. You talked about that man like a dog throughout the years. That you've seen him in person and play nice. But to admit you are a groupie for a man that you have claimed or alluded to being a part of the homosexuals of Hollywood is absurd. And certainly, if you weren't Corey Holcomb, you will call yourself backdooria for admitting to such a thing, man. Your credibility is out the window with this one, Corey. You would never get over this clip.
I know Jamie Foxx don't really want me around him like that. I said a name. I could say names. I'm tired of smiling with y'all too. I'm tired of being nice. You ain't got no business disliking me because I don't jump in and out of bed with men. That's foul. So you got a problem with me. I'm ousted out of the society you're in. But we don't oust them out of our society. When we see them, we accept them knowing that they have an issue that they ain't proud of and they don't want out there.
Everything Corey Holcomb does is projection. For Corey Holcomb to call every man on the planet in Hollywood backdooria, this is what you confessing to, Corey? You are a groupie for a man who you claim or you alluded to, in my opinion, sleeps with other men. You alluded that Jamie Foxx deals with other men, but yet you claim you are a groupie for him. Oh, no, this is terrible. But what's worse than that is Corey Holcomb killing his entire credibility by finally confessing that when he comes on his shows and he makes up these allegations about other people and he throw out these allegations and he talks about how Hollywood is this, this, and this. Well, Corey Holcomb just finally admitted the loud part out loud, that what we all knew, which was he's a hater. Corey Holcomb finally confessed that the reason why he comes on his show and talk about these people that are doing great things is because he wants to be a part of Hollywood. So when he comes and talks about how he don't want to be a part of Hollywood because Hollywood likes men and Hollywood, you know, like you got to do butt stuff to make it far in Hollywood. Well, Corey Holcomb finally confessed he only says those things to his audience because he secretly still wants to be a part of Hollywood.
So somebody told me when I I said stuff about him, and I just want to apologize. If I said something about Jamie Foxx that was bad, I mean, who's got the courage to say this? Because I think I've said this before. I think I was a little salty because I wasn't able to hang with Jamie Foxx when I was around him.
Oh, they didn't invite you.
Have y'all ever been in that situation where you see somebody and you want to be down so bad and you don't get to be down and hang out, and then you be like, what up there?
I've experienced that before.
Yeah.
A new term I heard recently, maybe my old got it. It was FOMO.
What is it called?
Fear of missing out. FOMO. Yeah.
FOMO, fear of missing out. I felt like I didn't fit in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe I was FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what was wrong with me. Cause see, I'm
feel like that,
older.
Corey. I should have been further along in this career. I don't really fool. It's too many shenanigans.
Man, when I went to the concert with Joe Coy and Gabriel Iglesias, my old agent is their agent.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Like I was with the big agencies and all that. And I felt like I didn't fit in, so I was rebellious.
But you got your own lane, though.
I got my own lane, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah,
I'm proud of who I am. But I still should have tried to merge into Hollywood until Hollywood wasn't worried about me. Instead of me staying away like Hollywood, I don't need y'all. I should have tried to merge into it, and then eventually, look, check this out. This is important for y'all. Eventually, when they used to being around you and you used to being around them, the fear ain't there.
No.
They're being worried about it. They be like, oh, that's Corey, he cool.
Yeah.
And I'll be the same way with them. I realized that as I got older. And especially when I went to the concert. Because, Joe Coy, Gabriel Iglesias, them was my guys. Well, they still my guys.
Yeah.
And then when I was backstage and I'm looking at everybody and, if you just sold out, I think it was over 74,000 people in there.
Part of the foundation of this podcast is Corey Holcomb wanted a vehicle and a lane and an avenue to expose Hollywood. And Corey Holcomb was so different. These other guys who are these movie stars who are in 3 or more major movies, according to Corey Holcomb, his words specifically, these guys who are in 3 or more major movies, they've gotten in those movies because they did some things behind the scenes. They gave that butt up. The fact that the foundation of this podcast is you trying to expose Hollywood and you exposing these dudes who are lit, only for you to confess, A, you had the same management these dudes have. You just ain't make it big, but they made it big for whatever reason. But y'all had the same management team. Secondly, you were hating all this time. All the time you went on these rants, putting backdooria allegations on certain dudes, lying on them, turning your audience against them. You did all of that only because you wanted to fit in, but you couldn't fit in because they didn't want to hang with you. The fact that you would admit this out loud and people will still go back to this podcast and listen says a lot about whoever is still listening to this podcast. This is terrible, man. This is horrible, man. Horrible. But probably not as horrible as what Corey Holcomb admitted he did to his baby mama.
No.
That's the curse God gave you. Yeah. That is your greatest
Because we're strong enough to handle
accomplishment.
it.
No, you were put here to do it.
Yeah, because I can handle it. God don't give you nothing you can't handle. Men can't handle it. That's why they don't do it.
Women were put here to have our children when we're done with them.
Oh, my God.
Is this not a fact? I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be mean.
Don't be sorry. Tell the truth.
When we wash up, we expect you to keep it.
What?
What? That's an honor when you tell us you pregnant and we be like, good.
It depends on what state of life you in.
Then you can't get a passport and fly nowhere because you're talking about good.
With the callback.
I got this King Kong built bitch pregnant, and
oh my God,
King Kong.
We was on the Santa Monica stairs, and I just happened to fall that way. What? I'm just saying.
King Kong.
She was King Kong built.
And you didn't opt for an abortion?
You ever see when King Kong beat his chest?
Yeah.
She was just like that.
But I'm saying, though, you letting that happen?
No, she was going to have it. That's why I accidentally fell on the Santa Monica stairs on top of her.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Not you accidentally fell
I
on
knew
top
I was
of
going to survive. I felt like, well, that's before y'all
Big
time.
girls.
This is the Santa Monica stairs. If you guys have never been, is very long. Corey Holcomb just stated, right, in my opinion, from my assumption of this is, He took a baby mama that he considered unattractive. He took a woman he got pregnant to these stairs. Then he fell over, knocked her back, and fell on top of her. And that caused her to have a miscarriage, to not have the baby. This man just admitted to murder. Because, like, with his winking and his, I fell over accidentally, one can surmise that he did this on purpose. And if you did this on purpose, this is a murder charge. This is not okay. This is not okay, man. But what I can say is this. Your show, bro, it's cooked. Like, the numbers is done. People are toned out. They're done watching. But what's even worse is the methods you're going about trying to revive this show. People is not going to hear you talk about how you damn near murder your baby by falling over on your baby mama. They're not going to hear those stories or hear you talk about how you're a groupie for Jamie Foxx. They're not going to hear those stories, Corey, and say, yeah, this is a podcast I want to watch. Disgusting, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, then click on this video somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here somewhere on my screen, man, to find out why this Jay-Z comeback interview was an absolute failure, a disaster, and it backfired badly on him. I'm going to see you guys in this Jay-Z video, and if you like this video, please like it. After you like it, there's a hype button that pops up. Click the hype button to push my videos in the algorithm. It's 100% free, and it's the best way to support me. Send me a hype. I'm going to see you guys in this Jay-Z video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.